good evening, happy Wednesday if you're watching live, happy whatever day it is if you're watching this on YouTube. Welcome back to Bay City Chronicles. This is Bay City Chronicles presents NextGen. We are crazily enough on issue 16 of this. Not as crazy as the 5 volumes and nearly 80 some odd episodes we are in Bay City proper, but anyway, we're back. We've got the full crew here. We've got Crimson Avix, we've got Chameleon Ice, we've got Narastra, we've got OPT, we've got me. I'm probably the one y'all least want to see.
Aww.
I mean, y'all really want to look at me?
It's a nice shirt.
Being really lazy tonight. Didn't even have his proper introduction.
That's no, that's only a Bay City Chronicles thing.
It is.
I'm sorry, when I logged into Roll20, that is definitely saying Bay City Chronicles Next Gen, so...
Yes, it is Bay City Chronicles presents Next Gen. It's specifically for the main unit. Anyway.
And you're just mad because I'm right.
No. I'm mad because whatever you're eating, I don't have any of. I know.
Still looks good.
Yep.
I mean, a bag full of strawberry starburst, you can't go wrong.
I mean, no, it's not the cherry one, so. Bag full of cherry starburst, we'd have to talk.
There's a reason that they create bags of only the strawberry ones.
The fact that they don't have a bag of lemon ones disappoints me.
They wouldn't sell.
Yeah.
They would?
No, they wouldn't.
I'd buy the crap out of those.
And you'd enjoy them alone.
Are you going to sit there and buy, pallets upon pallets of them?
Have you seen my hips?
Do they lie?
I would like to make a public apology to Shakira for being a reference on this stream.
And it wasn't even me who made the reference.
To be fair, that's like the least offensive thing we've done on the stream.
You're not wrong. Anyway, last time, y'all were still exploring the creepy Brimstone House, where, in addition to coming across these weird golem-like replications of you ran into a new friend, ? Flo, who apparently is from way far in the future, and saw pictures of himself in the past, and decided to come back to the past to figure out why his picture was here. Yeah, time travel. That's all we're going to say. So that all crazy thing happened. Charlie, Gianna, and Drake went up to dinner with Lord Tiberius, which was a bunch of chicken nuggies, while Flo teleported to the roof and had a conversation with the woman in black. There was a lot of pandering, a lot of posturing, and not much got done. Then you guys tried to leave. You got attacked by some scrawny imp dude and some old guy with a cane who made Vines attack. Then you all got dumped to the basement. You took care of that. And the last thing you guys ended up doing is finding a secret room behind where you met Flo. And there was Chase Cassidy, the one you were looking for, with a bunch of, Dragon Ball Z-esque tubes with those body golem things, with one for each of you. And I don't mean for each of you standing there, you're already in one of the tubes. And that picture is the cover, is basically Chase Cassidy standing there with the 4 tubes. Basically, we see the back view of you guys staring at the tube where it's the front view, so it's kind of like a weird mirror image thing going on. Welcome to Bay City Chronicles presents Next Gen issue 16 in Uncanny Valley, part 2. We turn the page, And it's basically the exact same picture we see as the cover, which was the ending panel. Last time it's the cover now, and now it's this first panel. It's the full review, it's Chase Cassidy, it's the 4 tubes. What do you do?
Oh, Charlie is right up in Chase's grill. Just kind of staring at him.
Meanwhile, Gianna's like running her hands over the tubes, like, what? Why? Are these... Are they us?
It really
No.
is like looking in a
And
mirror,
yes.
isn't it?
Perhaps. Would you mind taking a step back?
No. He doesn't move.
And what do you hope to accomplish by being this close?
I just want to see. This is interesting. He's doing that thing where he's actually like looking around, like the guys chase his head and whatnot. Like, I really let my hair go like that?
I don't think interesting is the word I'd use for this.
Oh, it's extremely interesting.
I've never seen somebody more fascinated by facial hair.
Well,
Eventually you'll get it.
I can't grow it yet, bro. I really let myself go, huh? Jeez. Really disappointing. He finally turns and just walks off.
There are things in play that you can't possibly hope to understand. Me?
Oh, there are other things in play that you couldn't possibly understand either.
Well, the fact that I'm talking to a picture of me I haven't seen in almost 30 years.
Considering I'm talking to a picture of me that I will never actually see for 30 years.
The fact that technically both of you are referring to yourself in the third person.
It's kind of weird.
Charlie looks over at Gianna. It's like, you don't think... would you find it weird to meet yourself?
I mean, we just did.
No, like
She's
twice.
sitting right there.
Okay, but that's fake. I mean, like, real.
Is she?
Shh. Well, clearly. I mean, you're standing here.
Right, I guess I am. It's... I just want to know what's going on.
That's something we probably should stop.
Not necessarily. It's entirely up to you.
What does that mean?
You can attempt to stop this. You can make it so that this never has to happen. Or you can struggle mightily and I'll get some enjoyment out of it.
Well, we don't even know what we're stopping yet.
I don't care what we're stopping, as long as we're stopping him.
Yes, I forgot how wide-eyed and naive I was back then.
I don't think you changed much.
Oh, I'm much less naive now.
Oh, I've seen a little bit of you, or past my future.
I would say that you probably still don't know how naive you are.
Then please enlighten me.
I don't know how. I just know you are.
Great. Your big argument is, I know you are, but what am I? Fascinating.
No, I never said anything about me.
He looks from Flo to Gigi to Charlie, and finally to Drake and goes, do you have anything intelligent to say?
No, and Drake rears back and punches him in the mouth.
Oh,
Nice.
Roll to directly engage a threat.
I was about to do that too.
Drake was the right one to do it.
Oh, can I?
Can you
I want to. No. I want to help here. I'm standing right next to him.
There is 4 team to be used here, so someone certainly can.
Oh, so totally going to distract Chase a bit by he's gonna fake doing a move because he sees Drake coming, so he wants to basically distract Chase slightly to get him focused on him.
So you go to punch and Chase just grabs your hand,
right,
and then doesn't see the other punch coming.
Exactly. Yeah.
So on a 7 to 9, choose one.
Oh yeah, I have to pull that sheet up. Sorry.
You do. Resist or avoid their blows. Take something from them, create an opportunity for your allies, or impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition.
Oh, we're definitely creating an opportunity here.
Okay. So you rear back and just punch him. I mean, you get like the punch out, a good quality spit. And then he sort of looks. At least one of you is smart enough to basically take initiative. However dumb the idea might have been. And unlike when you do it and there's no control, he looks right at Drake and snaps his fingers. And you just hear this. It almost feels like your eardrums are rupturing because it's right in your ears. I don't want you to roll to take a powerful blow. But they can no longer communicate with you verbally.
Ooh.
What was that?
Exactly. And I believe this means we are jumping right into entering battle as a foe against a dangerous foe as a team.
Indeed.
So, who's the leader?
That's a good question.
I know who I think it is right now, but
I mean, Drake jumped forward and punched the guy in the face.
He started things, yeah. So Charlie and Drake, I'm kind of torn between the two.
I would say Drake.
I would say Drake.
Drake started crap, of course.
Okay, so Drake, do you have influence over everybody?
Yeah.
Angela,
Okay.
you have him too?
Yep.
Nice.
Everyone gets
I have
influence
influence
over
over everybody.
Oh, cool.
What is y'all's purpose in this fight?
Beat the living crap out of Chase Cassidy.
Stop Chase Cassidy, whatever he's doing.
Yeah, I mean, that's basically.
To make sure that I understand what Chase does that affects the future.
Makes sense.
Close enough. Does anyone mistrust anybody?
Ooh.
Actually, at this point, I don't know what to think because I see 2 iterations of the same person who I know has a negative effect on the future.
And Gianna doesn't trust herself at the moment because she's had some problems.
I was going to
recently.
say, I don't know if I trust Angela. I don't distrust him, though.
I will remove a team, and I don't think you're ill-prepared or off-balance considering you initiated the fight.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
No.
All right, so that happened. Charlie, you just saw a snap, and you just basically, because of the way sound powers work, you know what just happened.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Oh, well, since he's standing right there, and he's wanted to do this for quite some time, he's just going to reel back and punch him right in the face again.
Alrighty. Roll to directly engage a threat. Alright, that's a 7. So choose one.
I'm going to resist his blows.
Alright.
And as Charlie punches him right in the face, it is backed a little bit by, a sonic boom kind of thing, but not that too major, because he just wants to punch him right in the face. And as he does, and after he does so, he looks right at him and is like, You know, Reverb was a really stupid name in the first place.
He just sort of looks at you. And I guess that's why now I have a chance to fix it. And before he has a chance to do what he's going to do, there was an opportunity set up. So either Gianna or Flo, one of you two can take this opportunity before he makes this move.
Gianna's going to be destroying some scenery, so I'm not sure if Flo, you're ever doing something to Cassidy or not.
Actually, when I see him getting ready to do this, I do take the opportunity, and I basically drop down through a portal and jump on his back.
Ooh, I like that trick.
Nice. What are you trying to do when you're on his back?
Just basically, put him in as much of a chokehold as I possibly could to restrain him or distract him or whatever it might do.
All right, roll to directly engage a threat then. That'd be a danger roll.
I keep on forgetting about that pop-up.
Oh, can I help again?
Gianna would be the first one who is available to, because she hasn't moved yet in this action.
Sure.
Otherwise, you can if she doesn't have anything.
Ooh, yeah, go for it.
All right, go ahead.
So, Charlie, after having just punched him Chase right in the face, sees Angelo coming down from a portal thing, realizes he's gonna kind of miss, so he just shoves Chase backwards a bit, so he just jumps right, he finally lands right on top of him.
That will work. All right, choose one. Resist or avoid his blows, take something from them, create an opportunity for your allies, or impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition.
Well, considering that I'm going to be putting him in a chokehold, it's going to create an opportunity for my allies.
All right. So you, again, did not choose to resist or avoid blows. So he wasn't expecting someone to teleport and just basically go full on like spider monkey on his back. So he's trying and clawing, and in his reaction, he realizes that he's probably not going to get you off it just by clawing, so he just rears back and throws backwards, and he's going to use you to break glass in case of emergency. So your back crashes through the glass and hits the button that releases the tubes. I'm going to need you to mark a condition. Gianna, he's wide open though.
When you say release the tubes, what do you mean?
I mean, you start to see the tubes that had the liquid floating in them, that all starts to drain out.
Okay. That's at least it's going to work in tandem. What Gianna's doing right now is she's actually kind of been staring at the bodies this entire time. And she's like feeling kind of unsteady. And she's like shuffling towards them. And as she sees this opportunity pop up, she kind of reaches over to her side. And you see Sassy appear next to her. And he takes his big, meaty hands and grabs one of these tubes and, like, crunches it as he's trying to, like, bat at Chase Cassidy with it. And she says, "You shouldn't be messing with our bodies!"
Okay, so I'm going to need 2 rolls from you here.
Oh, dear. Okay.
Well, first things first, I'm going to need you to unleash your powers.
Okie doke.
Fatigue.
Yes.
Quick question.
Quick answer.
So, I had angry marked as a condition.
Yes.
I marked guilty, but would I remove angry since it was me who ended up breaking the...
No, because you didn't do it of your own volition.
Okay.
Okay, 7.
Okay, so you were
I have
able
only
to...
one choice here.
Yep, it's either unstable or temporary, or you mark a condition.
Unstable or temporary, but yeah, go for it.
Fair enough. And that's basically because you're trying to just rip this off.
Mm-hmm.
Which you do. Roll to directly engage a threat.
Okay, I'm going to use Reality Storm.
Which ties in perfect to the unstable or temporary nature of the
Exactly. So spending a burn to do this. 9.
Okay, there's 5 team if anyone wants to help. Drake,
Oh.
you might not be able to hear things, but you can certainly see that Sassy wants to go home run swing.
So Drake at this point has obviously turned into some form of dragon, element to be determined in a minute. And is slicing through.
Okay, so that's a 10.
Okay, which means I get those 2 choices, right?
Choose 2, yes sir.
Okie doke. Choosing to frighten the opposition because she wants him to stop.
Okay.
And just because Sassy wants her to be safe, I think if you resist or avoid the blows.
Okay, so between Drake slashing and Sassy going full-on home run swing, you're gonna basically stop Tassie in his tracks. There's a problem, though.
Mm-hmm.
You basically ripped this off before all the liquid could remove from it. So 2 things are gonna happen. 1, you rip this off, and the way this thing is structured, it needs all 4 tubes to maintain its balance. So the rest of the tubes start to just collapse under the weight of it.
Uh-huh.
Right?
Yeah.
Which is good-ish. The bad news is you shatter this thing over Cassidy,
Which is the point.
which covers him in the goop.
Question? Am I
Yes?
still on Cassidy at this point?
No, basically you got thrown back into the button. I mean, so you really don't want to be on him for this, so
Oh no, I know I don't. That's why I was asking.
nope, you're good. So you cover him in the goop. And
Then we'll just say my opportunity for my allies was me kicking him forward when he threw me back into the book.
right. So you just cover him in this sort of stasis goop.
Mm-hmm.
And he's down and everything seems fine. And then you sort of see the weird shoulder blade twitching and some bubbling and some really weird stuff happening.
Weird science.
For those who have played Final Fantasy VII, we are getting full-on Hojo on the Sister Ray.
Oh, here I thought Dr. Flip would be Hojo. Oh well.
Nope. He just transformed into this disgusting pink and purple monstrosity of things like a tentacled hand, a pointed hand. I'm assuming Krim is finding the image right now. Well, you look like you were, that's why. But it is, and he is screaming in pain as the 4 sort of golem-like things. 3 of them are now just buried in the detritus and the debris that was there, and the one that was in the thing that you took. Pick a number 1 through 4.
I pick 3.
Okay, that would be the Drake clone.
Okay.
It's just sort of standing. It's just sort of standing there, didn't have a chance to fully get activated, so it's just sort of there. But you've just got this monstrosity of you're not even sure anymore what this is.
Wonder if that's permanent.
If any of y'all don't have afraid marked, now would be a good time to mark it.
I got it marked, don't worry. What is that?
Mr. Arama? Does this look familiar to you at all?
Nope. Can't say I saw this one.
Okay.
I will pull back the curtain real quick. This was very far down on my list of things that could possibly happen.
To be fair, isn't that like 80% of our episodes?
Yes, but was not expecting life form Cassidy.
No, that's not life form Cassidy. That's Helletic Cassidy.
True.
Life form is the ghost.
Helvetic. Why is he a font?
Mr. Cassidy, is that still you?
So we can get the picture on screen.
There we go. That's a horrifying piece.
That is a really horrifying thing.
I know people talk about fighting their inner demons all the time, but this is kind of on the nose too much.
Just
I
sort
mean,
of looks
to be
at
honest, he looks better.
I mean,
Does he even know that we're here anymore?
you. He just starts, like, you can see the head just start to look around. And finally he zeroes in on, well, if you're a giant animalistic monster, you're going to zero in on the biggest target.
Drake?
And just takes the jabbed hand and just thrusts it at Drake.
I'd like to move to defend him.
Row, you can. How are you going to defend him? And please roll to do it.
So... Hold on. Shoot, which one is it? There it goes here. So, as he technically does, Charlie is going to, jump next to this guy and clap his hands to kind of sonic boom push him away.
All right.
And hope to God that works.
Roll to defend. That is a good thing. Okay, so on a hit, you do it. And you can choose one of the following. Add a queen to the pool. Take influence over someone you protect. Or clear a condition.
Gee, I'm going to not be afraid anymore.
I think that's probably a good idea. So, the sonic boom comes and just like right by your scaly dragon head is this sharp point, and it's like here. Like you can feel the air brush by you as it goes by. Drake, what do you do?
Drake is going to bull rush.
Going to bull rush. Does Drake have unstoppable?
Yes, Drake does.
I think that might be Nora's player's favorite move.
Yes, it is. So it's so much more fun on a goose.
Alrighty. Please go ahead and roll me unstoppable. Ooh, nice.
That looks good.
Alright, when you smash your way through scenery to get to or away from something, roll plus danger. On a hit, the world breaks before you and you get what you want. On a 7 to 9, choose one. Mark a condition, leave something behind, or take something with you. You don't miss, so you get what you want. The question is, what do you want?
Oh, Mr. Tall, Dark, and Ugly and I are going careening through walls.
Careening through walls. Oh boy.
How many walls do we have down here?
Well, you're gonna go. It's a couple. So you're gonna go through, and it's not the wall where all the debris. It's like the side wall. So you start rushing, and you go through one wall, and then you end up back in the initial room. You go through that wall. You're back in the lab with the slabs. You go through that wall, and you're out in the majestic giant. Well, not really a backyard because you're in the basement, but it's almost like you're in a bunker of some sort. And in here is a ridiculously long conference-style table with 7 chairs around. And there are different symbols on the walls next to each chair. Most of them you don't recognize. There are two in particular that stand out. One, above one chair, is the blue moon sigil. And above the head chair is a pentagram.
Charlie's gonna sit there, watch this, and be like, I feel like we're destroying this place, and I'm perfectly okay with this. And then he's gonna run after like Drake, just try to like he's gonna run after him, like, you know, like he looks back, come on guys, let's go.
The tubes! We can't leave them!
The tubes are destroyed.
Oh, they're all gone?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you wrecked those.
Okay, good. Never mind. Sassy's gonna pick up Gianna and she's gonna follow you.
So yes, you have tackled him into some sort of diabolic conference room.
At least it's not the swimming pool this time.
Yes, because it would be lava.
I kind of wish it was the swimming pool this time.
Charlie looks over and says, swimming pool? Has this happened before?
Many times.
Oh.
So, Flo.
What are y'all saying over there?
You just watched that happen. What do you do?
I look around in the room to see like exactly what else was in here besides just the tubes.
All right, go ahead and roll to assess the situation. That is a superior roll. Okay. Here's my buttons. All right, on a 7 to 9, ask one of the following questions and take +1 while acting on the answer. What here can I use to blank? What here is the biggest threat? What here is the greatest danger? Who here is most vulnerable to me? How could we best end this quickly?
Oh, my question is totally what here can I use to figure out why I'm appearing in the past? I have no allegiance to them. I'm just looking for my own answers.
No, that's fair. So you take a quick look around, and on your initial first scan through, there's nothing because there's just a mess of tubes and liquid and mannequins everywhere. It's a little disconcerting. Somewhere in the background, dancing calcabranas. But one of the things that you've learned, especially when being the ability to teleport, is you have to sort of be able to look and assess things quickly and have an idea of where people would hide things or put things. And in a situation like this, it wouldn't be in this room because it wouldn't make sense to hide something in case anything went wrong in here. You know it's probably in the room you had started your searching because that would make the most sense. So going back, as you're sort of making your way through this whole lab, you go back to the room you started in, and now that you're not, trying to access the computer and not being, waylaid by, Justin Bieber's wannabe cousin over here, you are able to discern that the desk that you were looking at, one of the drawers has a false bottom, and in that is a leather-bound journal. Leather-bound, looks kind of old, wrapped, about yay big by yay big. I'd show mine, but it's not anywhere near me. And in there, you're not necessarily, you can pick up some of what it's saying, but not all of it because it seems to be an archaic version of a magical language that you know, which would make sense being from 200 plus years in the future. So this journal, if you can translate it, would probably be the keys to figuring out why you're appearing. Or at least might figure out what's going on with all these dolls.
So I sort of just tuck the journal into my shirt somehow. And then I sort of just, create a portal and walk in where they are and just kind of look around, see Drake basically pinning this monster against the table. And so did you kill him?
Drake doesn't respond. He doesn't hear it.
You just hear ringing.
Oh dear.
So, Charlie, that just happened. What do you do?
Well, is the beast still moving?
Oh, yeah. It's screaming and making weird, amorphous noises.
Is Drake pinning it to the ground?
Table, it sounds like, was the
Right.
description.
Yeah. It's basically you ran him in, and then he's less pinned to the table, and you more kind of went full on power bombed him through the table.
Oh, nice. So we destroyed the table.
Ish. I mean, it's a very thick oak table, so it's not completely destroyed, but it's definitely bowing.
Oh, perfect. Okay, so
It's seen better days.
well, so Charlie's going to run over, jump up on one of the chairs, and basically help the destruction of this table along by basically sonic blasting this thing right in the face.
That's a good idea. Please roll to directly engage a threat. That's a good roll. Please pick 2.
Resist and create an opportunity.
Okay. So, you just come up and you just sonic blast the crap out of this. And hey, guess what? It doesn't affect Drake.
Yay!
What? What are you doing to him?
So you have just blasted. I mean, you blasted this thing now down. The table is shattered. It's on the ground. Drake, you have the option if you want to keep holding on, or if you want to let him just get buried on the ground.
Oh, I'm taking him to the ground with me.
Okay, but Gianna.
As she sees this going on, she actually wants to assess the situation as she's coming in there on Sassy.
Okay, you may do that.
My rolls are low. Whee!
Oh dear. Oh dear. There is not enough team to help with that.
Oh no.
At least it was assessing the situation and not,
Yeah, but I still get a hard move either way.
Oh no, it makes sense. And it makes sense she wouldn't be able to figure out what's going on. She's distracted as heck.
Yeah, she walks in and she's trying to, but between the screaming and the yowling and the portaling and the sonics and yeah. So that's all happening. And the unfortunate part for you is that just because this monster can't see or hear or that doesn't mean it still can't move. And the weird tendril-like hand, it's just flailing. It's swinging its sharp hand, not hitting anything. The tendril hand just happens to flare out, and it's going to go ahead and latch itself around you and swing you back in.
Is there any way I can defend this?
No, because you are focusing on the only one who can defend here this flow. Okay. So you get pulled back into the side of it, and it feels like where it's wrapped around you, it feels really tingly. Like it's drawing something from you.
That's really bad.
That is very bad. Flo. Drake has got the dragon pinned down. The tendril just came and latched onto Gianna. Charlie is blasting this sonically in the face. That's what you see when you teleport into this room. What do you do?
Turn around, walk out.
Well, that was fun, bye. Got what I need.
Well, I'm going to directly engage. And basically, because it's going to be right in front of her, Gigi is going to see Flo like pull back his fist, like he's about ready to like punch as hard as he can. And as his fist starts coming forward, is going to see what looks like a Katal.
A Katal?
Basically a bladed knuckle.
Okay.
Have you played Final Fantasy VIII?
Roughly, yeah.
Heroes' weapons.
Oh, okay.
You'll see one basically form out of nothing and attempt to punch the tentacle or stab it.
Roll to directly engage a threat. As danger. So what is it with Gianna rolling snake eyes?
It doesn't help though if our rolls are -2 at least.
That is true. Okay, so that is a 9. On a 7 to 9, you get to choose one. Unless one of the two over who aren't GG want to help him put that up to a 10.
Oh, absolutely.
Got the team, might as well spend it.
Well, so this tentacle shot out? He's trying to punch.
It basically reached in, and it back in. Basically, he's pinned on the body is pinned by Drake. The sharp end is sort of flailing over here, and then the tendrils just sort of reached out and just like basically scorpion Gianna over here.
Yeah.
All right, so so what he's gonna do? Maybe something as simple as step on the tentacle so it stays more still, so Flo can slam it harder.
That will work. All right. Choose 2. Resist or avoid their blows. Impress, surprise, or frighten. Create an opportunity or take something from them.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is after I stab it, I'm going to basically push myself off, grabbing Gigi. So I am going to take Gigi from it.
I was hoping that would be one of your choices.
And then I'm going to resist or avoid the blows.
That seems like a very good idea. So you just whoop, whoop, and you get Indiana Jones out of there.
I just see me grabbing Gigi by the hood and just like
Actually, was
pulling
right
up
grab
out
her
of
by
the
the puff
tentacle.
or something.
Grab by the puff. That is amazing.
Like one of those little claw monsters. Yank.
This thing is screaming, writhing. I mean, Drake.
Yeah.
You can't hear the screaming. All you hear is just this cacophony of. But you can see the face on this thing, and you didn't think it could get any angrier and uglier, but it's managing that. You know something just happened. What do you do?
So Drake's going to rear back and unleash a giant fireball right into the thing's face.
Okay, so you're the red dragon. Okay.
Yep.
Roll to directly engage a threat. Part of me wants you to fail this because I have a great reaction.
I'm not failing that.
Nope. Alright, I'm 7-9, choose one.
Oh wait, I rolled a bottoms.
I just torched its face and its eyeballs. I'm avoiding its blows here.
Okay. Well, you didn't torch its face and its eyeballs. Because this thing has a big mouth.
Just swallowed my fireball.
It just swallowed your fireball. And you torched its insides.
Oh!
Ooh.
Yeah, so... I mean, it can't... It's like swinging, it's screaming, and it's just this horrible, horrible sound. And even worse, the insides of whatever this is just smell disgusting and burnt. And it smells like burnt hair and dead flesh and garlic.
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 You're not sure where the garlic came from.
It's probably his
He had
lunch
lunch
before.
earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's very, very like retching. Charlie,
Charlie looks at this.
you basically just watched Drake and monstrous or older version of yourself go daddy penguin, baby penguin.
Right.
What do you do?
Charlie's just looking down like, why is this thing still moving? Ugh. Gosh, he's just gonna, like, pick his foot up and just stomp this thing in the head. He's trying to knock it unconscious or something. So I'm guessing roll to directly engage.
Roll to directly engage, please, and thank you. Alright. You know the drill.
He's gonna create an opportunity.
Okay. Well, you step and you step hard, and your foot between the pinning and the slicing, and you absolutely just stick your foot in the side of this thing, and you sort of get the like weird like foot crack, neck spin, some weird tendon twanging, crunching noises
Ooh.
as this thing stops moving.
Oh, thank God.
But I do need you to do me a favor. I need you to mark guilty for me.
Because I just killed myself.
Yep. Or,
What?
as far as you know, you just
Right.
killed yourself.
Guilty or
And,
insecure? Not guilty makes sense.
And you can also do me another favor.
What's that?
They killed someone who's on your future self list. You've done that now. Please strike it out.
That would actually be... strike, yeah. Although, I don't know, does that really count? Because this is a monster.
It's a someone. It was a person.
As far as you know, this was Chase Cassidy. There's a reason you do these in pencil. If it turns out it wasn't, you can erase the mark.
Oh, seriously? I actually didn't realize that.
In this particular instance, as of right now, you are under the impression you just killed your.
Gotcha.
So, if it turns out later that you didn't, you can remove that line.
Fair enough.
That changes what I was going to do.
Yeah, so you guys are now in this room with a smashed table. All of these symbols on the wall. The pentagram. There's a moon. There's what appears to be a weird like tree, like half rotted, half healthy. There's all kinds of funky symbols. And like, what do you do?
Well, oddly enough, what Gianna's going to do is when she sees this creature stop moving and she gets the impression that it may be dead, she's first going to get up and thank Flo. Because, thank you. But then she's going to, like, pat over towards the fallen body. And she's going to walk up towards the head of it. And she's going to kneel down and try to put her hands on it. And she's going to see if she can reach out and feel its mind. Because she wants to know if Chase Cassie's still in there.
Okay.
So watching Gigi do that,
Mm-hmm.
And knowing that he just removed Gigi from the tentacle, Flo does the whole Nathan Fillion, like going to say something and then just stops and covers his mouth.
Charlie looks over and he's like, "It's a thing she does." Just to,
Okay. Go ahead. And I do not believe you had influence over Chase, correct?
I don't believe so. Looking at my influences now, I have influence over Charlie.
Right.
That's it.
Which technically applies in this.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So give me a roll of flat roll plus.
+1.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That way none of my penalties can happen. That's sweet. Yay.
Okay, that is good. So I'm slightly modifying a custom, slightly modifying one that I have in play ready to go.
Mhm.
So on a hit, you reach out and feel something. But what you feel doesn't remind you of what you know it should feel like. So you're not entirely sure whether Chase is gone or Chase was never in here to begin with.
But
Because
he's not here now.
right, but there's something that was in here. It doesn't remind you of Charlie,
Right?
but because you don't have that full-on connection to Chase,
Yeah.
you don't know whether was him getting consumed by whatever this is, or if it was ever here to begin with. To summarize it, you're not sure whether this was Chase or a doll.
Right. So yeah, she's gonna express, whatever I'm feeling inside of here now, I don't think it was, or is, Chase Cassidy anymore. If it ever was.
Silver her and says, "I'm not sure I understood any of that, but it's dead. What's it even matter?"
Well, considering that we saw all those dolls in the room that looked like us, I'm wondering, what if this was another one of those dolls?
Charlie kind of looks up and sighs. He's like, oh. You mean to tell me that I may not have actually just stopped myself?
I can't say it for sure, because I don't know Chase as well as, well, you do. But whatever I'm feeling here doesn't feel like the Chase Cassie that I've experienced.
He looks down at the monster, looks back up at you. This is the Chase Cassidy you've experienced before?
Well, no, that's why I said that.
Right. This whole place doesn't make any sense. He looks back. Charlie looks back at the destroyed walls and looks back at everyone else. It's like, how did we somehow not destroy a load-bearing wall in this place, by the way?
I think Drake's good at avoiding them.
Yeah, talking.
Charlie walks over towards Drake. It's like, Drake, Mr. Dragon, can you hear me?
What? I can't hear you!
Okay, so no. So Charlie just looks at him and gives him a thought, good job!
So what that drag does, de-transform out of the drag.
And now that you're not in as a dragon, your hearing is enhanced, it's hypersensitive. Now that you're back in human form, I mean, it kind of feels like you ever had an ear infection where it just feels like your ear is closed a little bit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of where you're at right now.
Ew.
So you can hear, but it's kind of muffled.
Oh,
I think we won, but I don't think we learned anything.
looks around, it's like, well, I think we have two options. We either leave right now, or we just start wrecking the place even more.
Oh, I can wreck the place more.
I'm kind of partial to that one as myself, but at this point, I would be okay with leaving as well.
But what is this room, though? And the symbols, and why were they making those bodies in the first place?
All good things that we could probably discover someplace. Don't know
Where? Everything is here.
Well, we just destroyed the table.
But there's all these symbols on the walls.
Yes,
What
there
do they
are.
mean?
Do you think they're going to leave that out here? We could go research that someplace else. I mean, I really don't know what it is, but I've heard of this newfangled internet thing that you all have come up with.
Yeah. Alex was really good at using it.
Yeah. He's still not in this entire picture either. Charlie looks at his red suit. It's like, oh, I'm gonna have to get this dry cleaned now. Goodness.
Flo or Angel, what do you want us to call you?
I don't care. Either. Well, I mean, if you're gonna use my real name, it's Angelos, not Angelo.
Oh, sorry, Angelos.
Well, Flo's fine because that seems to be easier for you.
All right, Flo. Are you staying anywhere?
As in, am I staying in this time period, or
As in, do you
I
have a
some of
place
this-
to go if we leave here?
I mean, I can go anywhere I want.
I guess that's true. You can teleport
Well,
and everything.
No, I don't have anywhere to stay.
I've got a double hotel room if you'd like.
Considering that we just murdered future you, I'm not really sure that's the best option.
It's not like I'm going to hurt you or anything like that. Besides,
No,
you think I'm connected to all this stuff, right?
Obviously, if that's what you become, like...
Well, it's going to take years for me to become that. Plus, I'm not going to.
You say that now.
Yes, I'm very confident I'm not going to become that. I mean, I feel like it'd be really easy.
I'm sure that version of you said that 30 years ago.
I'm actually sure that version of me 30 years ago didn't have this happen. That didn't make any sense. You know, this whole time
None
travel...
of this makes any sense.
You're not wrong. Look, I was brought here. To put me on the path or whatever. Don't think she would have put me on a path to become that. So my thought is, I've stopped this thing myself in a way I didn't really expect to, but I really didn't want it. Well, okay, I'm not gonna lie, it is a little weird thinking I just killed myself, but is this technically suicide?
Well, I mean,
don't know.
Lucky for you, you went into the future. You killed your future self. Now,
Yes.
if I go into the past and kill my past self, then that would.
Well, yeah, you wouldn't.
Just stop. At this point, Drake's just looking for something to smash.
I mean, there's chairs. There's still the chairs. We didn't break them.
You know, if this is really concerning you that much, someone can snap again, and you can just go back to the not hearing us.
That's potentially the better option, believe me.
Well, wait. I'm just trying to think about everything that we have here, like what we've got to learn or do, or...
Well, we've learned that this place is creating fake dummies of people. We've learned that whatever was in those tubes can change a person into this. We learned that Chase Cassidy was somehow involved, and we've learned that I apparently killed him, which is me in the future. That is still very weird. He walks over towards Drake and says, "Did you say something about smashing something? I kind of feel like partaking right now."
Flo,
Drake,
big question.
Drake hands a chair to...
Flo, did you tell us about the notebook you found, or no?
No, he's keeping that a secret from everyone.
Gotcha, good.
So, right as you hand him a chair, you hear something.
Is that the Undertale?
Yeah, it's his ringtone. It's honking.
Did the ghost change my ringtone?
Megalovania?
Seriously?
Honkalomania.
Oh,
He honked the ringtone? No!
Okay,
Goose, why?
can we smash your phone? That'd be great.
no, it's from somebody important.
It's from the goose.
How is he call? He said he didn't know. You know what? Never mind.
He has a digital assistant. He can say "call Drake" and it calls Drake.
Fair.
Come on, it's not that hard. I mean, for you,
looks
actually,
like-
that might be something you would not understand.
He looks at you like, "Yes, really."
It's like the Jetsons. Think of
I
it that
still
way.
don't know how to dial my phone. And forget texting. I have no idea what the heck that even is.
Hold on. Did you just send the goose to voicemail?
Apparently, we did.
Okay.
No, I thought you picked it up, honestly speaking.
Hey, y'all didn't give me a chance.
That's true, yeah.
I should probably call him.
Answer that or something.
So Drake returns the goose.
He was
call.
too surprised at the ringtone change.
No. So you ever have a ringtone where you just jam to it? You're like, oh, that's what Drake's like. Okay, that's pretty good. Come on, pick up, you silly goose.
I don't appreciate being sent to voicemail.
Well, considering what we just dealt with, voicemail's fine.
I've been trying to get a hold of you for near on 2 hours. Where are you?
So Drake starts from the top.
I don't have time for that. You and everyone you're with needs to get back here now.
Can we finish smashing this place first?
No.
They have clones of us. Had clones of us.
You need to get out of there now.
Okay.
Okay.
The goose said I have to come home.
I think that's a good idea.
We should probably all go there.
Yes, let's all go to Drake's place. Mr. Arama, you want to come with us? The goose has normally got some good information for every situation, including potentially yours. And yes, I just said the goose. You're going to have to trust me on that one.
Well,
in the meantime.
if we're all in agreement, though.
Yeah.
Kiana's gonna summon up Mr. Moth, who's gonna actually take hold of her as he leans down for you guys to get onto his back.
Yeah. Charlie actually kind of looks around and is like, how far away from Bay City are we anyway?
Just the outskirts, if I remember correctly.
Okay. I don't remember. I didn't get to travel this way. I remember I walked through a wall when I was here.
Yeah, we flew.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You did walk through a wall.
Yeah,
How was that?
it was a very strange sensation, actually. Especially because
I never had that happen when I go through walls.
yeah, Yeah, no, because it wasn't like really. It was into the wall and then out a completely different wall. It was very strange.
I just go through the wall and then the next wall.
Right? Yeah, no, it wasn't like that at all.
Fun.
Are you okay with flying back?
Of course. Why wouldn't
Okay.
it be? Already flown on something already, so why not?
True.
Charlie takes a moment and looks back at the remnants of the creature and just kind of looks at it for a little bit and is like, I don't feel as accomplished as I feel like I should be.
I actually feel kind of sorry for it.
I don't feel sorry for it. But I feel like this should be the thing I was here to accomplish, and I don't feel that way. Something about this is all off.
Well, we'll figure it out soon enough. Chase Cassidy had a lot of friends.
Did he really?
Well, he had a lot of contacts.
Okay, that makes more sense. Well, I guess we should just go then. Should we leave a note for the Lord, whatever his name is?
I think he probably knows what's going on.
If he doesn't, well,
Sorry for mostly
That's
destroying your basement.
Yeah.
I'm not really sorry at all, actually.
I'm not really either. I just thought that's something proper people normally do.
If you have a car wreck, yeah, but
Fair.
this was...
Mr. Rama, we're going to go see a goose. Would you like to come with?
I'm sorry.
It's okay, he talks.
Yeah. It's,
That didn't make anything better.
he's connected with Mr. Dragon over here. Something to do with this. You know, I'm not sure. It's some advisor. It's a goose. It talks, and it knows a whole lot. He might even be able to help your situation. So, would you like to come with?
Yeah, food.
And food.
Only for the food.
That's fine. So,
Alright,
he's
so,
gonna hop up on
Mr.
Mr.
Moth,
Moth here.
I have a very important question I need to ask.
Yes?
go for it.
You're in a basement. How are you flying on Mr. Moth?
Well, I thought we, wrecked through all the, I thought we were
Wait,
outside.
come on. I'm here.
Oh, right. Yeah,
Yeah, just-
you can teleport us out.
Well, portal. Open a portal and we can be outside.
Sweet. We can work
Mm.
together.
Open another wall.
I open up a portal. I look at Drake for a second. And I double the size of the portal.
I'm in human form, you jerk.
Could change his
I'm
own-
not-
I don't
big.
know if you're going to turn into a dragon again, so...
I only do that when I fall into puddles and when I'm angry.
Or sewers.
Or pots of dream water or whatever that was. Yeah, it's
Alright, so we fly through the portal. To, I guess, hopefully get back out into the open skies? Is that where that portal goes?
I would assume so.
The portal literally just goes to the yard.
Sweet, that works well enough. Alrighty. So, as we're flying in the air at least, Gigi's actually, she's kind of like in Mr. Moth's arms, but she still kind of like shouts up to you, sort of, Flo, as you're flying. And she says, again, Flo, thank you very much for saving me. That really surprised me.
Oh, no problem. I mean, I guess it was the right thing to do. I mean, I don't know if you were actually supposed to die tonight. So, I mean, it could have been the wrong thing, and I could have just, killed 50 million people because you end up become a tyrant, which, let's face it, you're too cute and adorable for that to happen.
Aww.
But I don't know. I mean,
Well, it's just, I was afraid that you didn't like us. And that maybe Like, you might be afraid of me after, like, the giant, like, summoning of Nessie and
Okay, well,
all this stuff.
let me try to explain this as best as I can, and as best as I can remember. Every single person that has lived before has in some way shaped the future in which I live. So when I come back, I have to be careful about meddling. But I also want to make sure that the people who have positive impact on the future remain. The only problem is while I know that I appeared in pictures from the past, I have no knowledge of what actually affects my future. I have no knowledge of if that demon was supposed to exist. Because remember, I'm trying to erase myself from those pictures, and well, I don't know. It's all confusing. I mean,
Yeah, I understand. It's
Tell
hard to
me.
kind of know what to do when you don't know what's going to result from your actions. Well, thank you anyway.
just don't turn out bad, and you'll make the decision good.
Alright, so otherwise we're flying back over to Drake's house.
So as we're
So we
flying,
turn.
hold on.
Okay.
As we're flying, he kind of looks at, kind of over at, well, just really the group in general. But I think actually no, he looks kind of down at GG. He's just like, you know, this whole time, and I've been here for over a month. This whole time, I thought that this was supposed to be exactly what I was supposed to do. Stop myself from doing whatever was here, and then I'd go home and try not to become that. And having seen myself, and I've just kind of realized a couple of things. The first of which being, I have no idea how to get home. I don't even know if I'm ever going to go home. I may actually be stuck here. Second thing being, I didn't actually think I was going to kill Chase Cassidy.
I didn't either.
You know, I guess I get angry a lot.
You do.
And it's something that I know I need to sort of work on, but...
You do.
Thank you. But I'm curious. Do you think that someday I could turn into that?
Into Chase Cassidy himself, or the monster we saw?
Well, specifically Chase Cassidy. Like how you knew him before that happened.
That's a really hard question, Charlie. I don't exactly know everything there is to know about Mr. Cassidy, but I do know one thing at least. Mr. Cassidy wasn't really ever trying to help anybody but himself. And you've been trying to help us all this time while also helping yourself, and I think you're already a better person. I just hope that doesn't get lost along the way with whatever happens, but I think you're not going to be like him. You're already too nice.
Flo sort of looks over and it's like, can I say something? Do I believe you have the ability to become him? Yes. Because in some sort of instance, you did become him. But fortunately for you, you came in the other direction. So you know what you don't want to become. So don't become that.
kind of nods like, that's the plan.
You can do it, Charlie.
In addition to that, that is 2 drama moves. So, first things first, we will resolve OPTs. When you share a vulnerability or weakness with somebody, ask them if they think you excel. If they do, mark potential and the GM will shift your labels. If they do not, which was the answer here, clear a condition and the player you spoke to will shift your labels. Shammy.
Oh, joy.
Label shift. And this is not an end of session move, so any label shift is good, whether it's illegal or...
Okay, so that means, okay, I have to just do it.
Yep.
You killed a man.
Mama, just killed a man.
I think your danger goes up because you just killed somebody. And your mundane goes down just because, like, it's kind of starting to hit her how out of control this can get.
Okay.
With you.
That works.
And we also...
I was not illegal. I had no illegal possibility, so...
And we also hit the Harbinger drama move. When you confess to a teammate the difference in what you thought they would be and what they really are.
Nice.
Add a team to the pool and ask them if they represent a future they'd want. So you need to answer that question. OPT.
What's the question? I'm sorry.
If they represent a future, if Flo represents a future you would want.
Oh, heck, I have no idea.
Big question.
Yeah, well... He said something about there was, like, some apocalyptic thing that happened.
No, not the future he came from. If he specifically represents a future you...
Oh! Okay. Yeah, he seems... Yeah, he helped out. So, yeah.
Alright. Flo, you get to mark potential. Because when you confess to a teammate the difference between what you thought they would be and what they really are, add a team to the pool and ask that question. If they say yes, mark potential. If they say no, mark a condition. I love drama moves.
So, small question. Did I kind of do the drama move for asking a teammate if they were afraid of me? If not, that's fine if I did. But
I think it was less that and more comfort and support you were going with there.
That's fine.
That's where I think it was, but if you want it to be...
I think comfort and support would be more useful.
Can you roll that with your...
Odds are low. Most likely I wouldn't be able to roll it.
Popcorn intensifies.
Popcorn intensifies. So, I mean, the team move in question here is when you share a triumphant celebration. I don't think there was any triumphant celebrations here.
That's true. There was no triumph here.
Correct.
Okay, so let's do
there was a triumph. I just don't think it's triumph celebration worthy.
Right, exactly.
Okay, so cover and support with a +1. Mitigate things. Oh, dear.
Well, hey,
Never mind.
Yeah. Oh, dear.
What happens when nothing fails?
I have a hard move that I get to use. I'm going to bank.
Stocking those up.
Well, basically, it's going to be used for the end.
That's fine. And besides that, I get a mark of potential anyway, so take that team move.
Yep. So if there's any other RP that wants to happen on Mr. Ken, or we can turn the page to the nondescript neighborhood with nondescript yard.
I'm good with nondescript.
Okay.
One last thing that Charlie would find, like, Charlie looks back at Drake and says, how did you meet this goose anyway?
He just showed up at my sanctuary.
Oh. Okay, just curious.
It's kind of thing. Yeah. I don't know if all the Kaisers had it or if it's just my goose. I really didn't ask.
Well, he is majestic.
He's very majestic. Also likes to lounge around and watch, soccer. Ugh.
What you don't know is the goose is also a fan of HGTV.
Ooh.
I figured he would be an Animal Planet fan.
He finds it demeaning.
Same reason why I don't want to be ET.
Right.
Good night, everybody.
Jam with the casual sip as we all got. Oh.
Good night, everybody.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know how I'm gonna follow.
Nondescript.
Yes,
Yeah,
not
followed up with
nondescriptly. Nondescriptly. So yes, you're basically at the by numbers house. Do you head back up to the sanctuary in the closet?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, we gotta go in the closet, guys. Let's go.
Yes. Sir Rama, we're going into the closet. It's where his sanctuary is at. Don't ask questions. Let's just trust me on this one.
Yeah, it's honestly better just not to ask.
Don't ask.
So you open the closet door, and you Narnia yourself into the sanctuary, the land of the dragons. As you're going through, there's a
What?
you know the sock that everyone always loses. It ends up in Narnia.
Oh yeah.
Never mind. So you end up in like the sanctuary part, basically like the world, the plot between your world and the world of the dragons, with the goose sitting there, or not sitting there, but just sort of. If a goose can look angry
It looked like a goose.
and disappointed at the same time,
Ooh.
It would be this goose.
like you know that look your mother gives you when she's more disappointed but at the same time a little mad. Like the mother guilt look.
Yeah.
That's the look you're getting right now from the goose.
How is he pulling that off?
You know, you're not helping. What did we do wrong? Nothing, right?
What did he do
We
wrong?
put the back and so on. Hey,
Do you have any idea the hornet's nest you've just shook up?
Well, they brought us there. It's kind of their fault.
Yeah, they kind of started it.
And you had to go. First of all, why was I detecting a massive temporal surge from that area?
Oh, this
What
guy.
did you do?
Oh, we didn't do anything. That was this guy over here.
Mr. Goose, this is Flo.
Don't blame me. Don't blame me.
No,
No, he's a good friend of
no,
ours.
temporal energy. You came from the future.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. But you're blaming me
No. I'm not
to a
blaming you.
fucking goose.
But you don't have
I
to.
was just wondering why I sensed temporal surge. Because if any of these idiots were playing with time, bad things were going to happen.
Mr. Goose, hi. Oh, you don't know who I am yet. Hi.
I met you once. I didn't like you.
No, you don't know who I am. My name is Charlie Alexander Cassidy, also known as Chase Cassidy, apparently. Not that I like that name or anything. I'm from 1996.
He looks at Drake and looks from Charlie to Flo to Gianna.
She
And looks back up at Drake and goes, "You go from having no friends to having at least one adorable friend, and now you're picking up time stragglers. Does this look like a time orphanage to you?"
Straggler? No, I purposely came here.
I was brought here.
Yeah, I'm innocent in this one.
Anyway, what exactly were you doing at the Brimstone House?
Oh, they brought me there because they wanted... I was looking for Chase, and they said... This woman showed up and said, he's there, Lady Luna, whatever her name was. So I went with... And then they showed up somehow.
So, let me get this straight. Random person who you've never met before,
Mhm.
shows up, tells you that she can bring you to the exact person you're looking for without, and you just go.
Well, I mean, we were in his office.
Yeah, we were in his office. They threw Janet down a tunnel that I jumped down and saved her, and yeah, it was a
Yeah, the way
Jake
it
was
was
really heroic.
So
Yeah.
by that same logic, you're also going to take the candy from the creepy guy in the van.
No.
it's candy.
When you weren't there, it was very set up, very... And two, this Lady Luna kind of looked like the person who brought me here in the first place.
Alright, enough of that right now, because you're ruffling my feathers, and I like it when my feathers get... So he's going to turn his attention over to Flo. And you, Mr. Time Traveler.
Yes? Oh,
What brings... Not you.
sorry.
What brings you here?
Not a talking goose. I mean, literally, I did not come here for the talking goose. I mean, you're just one of the
the food's
stranger
over
things
there.
that has happened today.
Really, this is the strangest thing that's happened today.
I said one of them.
I'm pretty sure it's pretty low on the list after everything we just
I
went
mean,
through.
considering what just happened, yeah.
Okay, please inform me as to what just happened.
I may have killed myself.
It sounds really weird, but
Only after he mutated himself.
Into this
Or-
really
or
weird-looking
mutated in.
thing, yeah.
it was kind of my fault.
No. There's no way you could have known destroying that
I
tube
mean,
would have done that.
It was a really good idea at the time.
Yeah, it was.
felt like it.
It was a great idea at the
I
time.
wasn't really thinking very clearly. But, yeah, Mr. Cassidy transformed into a big monster, and he attacked us all, and
I stomped his head in at the end of it.
Yeah, it was kind of a wild time.
Yeah,
Where? Where did this all go down?
at
Oh.
the Brimstone House.
yeah, in this room
Where
with this
specifically?
this room with the table, 7 symbols. We kind of destroyed the table. It was kind of cool. I actually did that on purpose. There
Oh,
was 7 symbols, a pentagram, there was a moon, and I really didn't pay attention to the other ones.
There was a rotted tree, too.
Oh, yes, that rotted tree. Yes.
Do you recognize that?
well, I recognize 2 of those symbols. The blue moon is the one you guys have told me about. And the pentagram, well,
That's pretty well known.
Yeah, it's a pentagram.
yeah. So why would you 4 think it'd be a good idea to destroy a room where the largest
Oh.
symbol in it
It wasn't a
is the
choice.
symbol?
To be fair, we didn't really intend to do it. It just sort of happened.
Drake here, slammed this monster through... It was 4 walls. That was actually very impressive. And that's just kind of where we ended up.
And he had no idea that we'd go into that room.
Yeah, nor did we have any idea what it was. I mean, at this point, we were already destroying this castle anyway, so I figured 4 more walls wasn't that bad of a thing.
Here's the thing, is at this point, you need to all hope that you didn't cause an incident. That's just a one-off thing. Because if the rumors I've heard of that place are true, then you better hope you're not on their bad side.
What rumors did you hear?
That, well, you know the story of why that house was supposedly abandoned over 100 years ago, yes?
I remember hearing some of the old stories, yeah.
I can tell you, I don't know any of that.
Well, the short version of it is demonic summoning.
Oh, I should have remembered that.
Come on, demons don't exist.
No, they do.
No, that would make sense.
I've read books about them. Like,
Have you seen Chupacabra? You tell me demons don't exist?
I mean, that's not a demon. It's too adorable to be a demon.
he jumps from the poof over onto Charlie's head and is on top of the head going.
Wow, it's really easy to get on your good side, isn't it? That's what I thought.
Chibi's been well trained.
Chibi has been well trained.
Thanks to Mr. Goose, actually.
Yeah, you hear crumpling from the Chibi Copper's stomach.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
go get some food, Chibi. There's food over there. Oh, wait. I need you to drink. Oh, no. Don't just eat anything.
The Goose and the Chibi Copper just share a look for a second, and there's a subtle nod, and the Chibi Copper just jumps from Charlie to Drake to Flo to the food table, and he's just like, he's got a little cherry.
Charlie actually
Looks around, looks at Drake, and spits the cherry pit at him.
Charlie actually walks over and is fascinated by this little creature, kind of pats its head and helps it pick out food as he eats some as well.
The Goose looks. Did you even bother to ask?
Drake? Oh, never mind.
Drake said, yes, we asked Drake. Apparently this is his sanctuary. I don't know. I actually don't know how any of this works, I'll be honest. Plus, it's perfectly good food. I don't know why you want to go to waste.
Yeah, I told them there was food. It's fine. Good thing, sour goose.
Oh, the demon summoning. That's probably kind of important.
Yes. But, look, demons don't exist.
You better hope for your sake it's all rumors.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess it's not.
Either way.
Before today, I didn't think time traveling existed. Or before we met Charlie.
Which was today, I think.
Yeah,
That's
the
true.
two of you who are time displaced. If you need places to stay, there are guest bedrooms here.
Oh, I've got a hotel room.
I honestly don't know which option's creepier.
Well, you wouldn't be staying here, you'd be in the house. There's a guest bedroom in the house. I stay in here. You don't have to worry about me.
You were downstairs in the living room last time I was here.
Yes, because nobody was home.
Fair.
And the house is a much better cable package than I.
And Drake does have a lot of strong people living here, too, so they'd be able to help keep the place secure. And we can trust them, too.
No, I'm spending my own money
10?
to stay in hotels and things. I gotta get this suit dry cleaned again. Jeez.
I leave the option up to you.
It's fine. I'll just sleep with one eye open, and I'll hold my pillow tight.
That's what I've done since the goose moved in.
You wake somebody up one time by staring at them, and all of a sudden get off.
You do that to me, I'm punching you through a portal.
I have no reason to do that to you. He was going to be late for school.
Oh, school!
Yeah, speaking of which,
Might I suggest you all go home and get some rest because you do have school tomorrow.
I don't.
No.
Mm,
Yeah, really,
not.
just Gigi and I have school.
Do you want to come to school with us, Flo?
I can't see that being a good idea.
He could teach in a history class.
I definitely can't see that being a good idea.
I mean, that wouldn't be a history class. That'd be, hey, this is what you guys are gonna do, and yeah. No, I have better things to do than
I tried to use that excuse like
that.
when I was 10. Didn't work.
I'm trying to think.
But if you say so.
Well, here, we'll look at it this way. You can't go to school if you're not born yet.
That's a very good point.
He has a very good point there.
And technically speaking, my identification would show me that I'm like 30-something years old. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, about
I guess that
46
makes
now.
sense.
I don't know.
Oh, I wonder what Hunter's doing. Oh, is he still back at Chase Cassidy's office?
That's a really good
Oh.
question. Just call
You
him.
gotta start texting Hunter immediately. Like, WRU, where are you? Question mark.
If Flo hears him say 30 or 40, I really don't know. Flo would look at him and say, maybe you should go to school.
Sorry, like, I haven't bothered keeping track, quite frankly. I know I'm 16.
Okay,
Yeah.
so, yeah, I mean, you're 1 year removed from 40. This is out of character me assuming that we're in 2019.
Out of character, you assumed correctly.
Correct. Do we get anything back from Hunter, by the way, when we text him?
Yeah, so you get a response back doing homework.
What happened at Mr. Cassidy's office?
You all disappeared. I left.
Sorry.
Don't apologize. Tell him we all got kidnapped or something. We're safe now.
Oh, right. Let me see. She starts typing it out, kind of jarbled. Like, kidnapped, but safe now. Thumbs up. Destroyed a lot of stuff.
Charlie looks over. Why did you type out thumbs up? Is that how that works, sir?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
You just get a response back. Okay. Sure, everyone's okay.
Yes, we're all fine, and we have a new friend, named Flo. We'll introduce you next time.
You get the ... And he
Flo
waits.
has eyebrow raised when you say that.
Oh, you'll love Mr. Bartlow. He's annoying as all heck, but he's great.
No, Hunter's nice.
He's nice. He's just keeps poking me.
Yeah. Like, so you wait a second, and it's like a good minute before Hunter texts you back, and the only thing he texts back is a GIF.
Okay, what's that gift do?
It's the one in the Discord.
The one in the chat.
Okay, gotcha.
It's Flo from Progressive.
Flo from Progressive.
Oh, that explains everything.
And then you get a question mark?
Gianna shows the picture over to Flo. I'm not sure if you get this joke or not, but this is the kind of person the Hunter is.
I don't get this joke.
Flo grabs the phone.
Yeah,
What'd you say?
he grabs the phone, but what'd you do with it?
And sends this one back.
No! 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 Oh no! Gianna furiously takes the phone back and she tries to type and erase it. She's like, oh, I didn't mean it. Not that I don't, but I. Then she just sends that out like an emote, like a sorry.
No. Before you have a chance, there's a response GIF.
I can't watch any of these or else my Discord crashes.
It's the "Did we just become best friends" from Step Brothers.
Oh, okay. That's a good movie. It's a terrible movie, but it's a good movie.
Yep.
Also, in his character, anyone who knows who Deadpool is would really be able to tell that Flo takes a lot of this influence from Deadpool, like the sarcasm and everything.
Mhm.
So
I love it. I love it.
after she gets her phone back, she just kind of looks at it and says, I should probably go home. I don't feel very good anyway.
Yes, I should probably get back to the hotel. Kind of try to sleep this whole thing off.
Do you need help getting back?
Yeah, probably.
All right. Well, thank you, guys again for everything today. Thank you for saving us, Flo. And we're sorry, Mr. Goose, about all the trouble we caused.
No worries.
Just let us know if anything changes or if you learn anything.
If I hear things through the grapevine, I'll let you know, but it's kind of hard here, so you'll probably know what's going on. I do.
Good point. She goes over and picks up Chibi, by the way, and says, I'm going to take a couple of these for him. And she grabs a few cherries. And come on, Chibi, we gotta go home. And she puts it away. We'll be back soon.
Charlie walks over.
Good boy.
Charlie walks over. It's like, where did you meet this? Would you call him Chibi Cabra?
Yeah, he came from the recesses of my mind during a nightmare, and we found him in the dreamscape, and he came home with me.
Ah!
He's a nightmare come to life, but he's really nice. Anyway, let's get you back home.
He's not a nightmare.
Well, not now, he's not.
Right. Alright. Yes, what he said.
She gives Chibi a cherry. While he's busy eating. She'll take Charlie outside if she's ready to go, but then...
Look at Charlie. Space the cherry pit at Charlie.
Hey!
No, I think that means he likes you.
Oh, okay. Goodbye,
Like
Mr.
she
Dragon.
rates me,
Goodbye,
same
Mr.
thing.
Rama. Goodbye, Mr. Goose. Bye.
Then she flies you back over to the hotel.
So as we're flying, he looks at you and is like, so I guess I'm kind of stuck here then. I didn't really think about that part, but she didn't come to get me after this, so I guess my new life is here in 2019.
Well, maybe you're not done yet.
If I'm not, Chase is dead. If I'm not done yet, I don't know, what else there is.
Well, remember, we're not entirely sure if that was Chase or it might have been one of those mannequin things.
I guess, I don't know.
Just keep your eyes open. I have a bad feeling that this isn't over yet.
Oh, well, regardless of whether or not Chase is involved, I'm sure this is not over in any way, shape, or form. But I got a question.
What's that?
Look, I'm kind of embarrassed to ask, but
Yes?
he pulls out his phone. Again, he's like, they told me at this fast food place I went to, which is incredible McDonald's is still around. They told me that I could pay using this stupid thing. I have no idea how that works. What do you think? What do you think I should do with this thing? Should I even bother keeping this stupid phone?
Pay with what? With a phone?
Some app on this thing. I don't know.
I don't know. You probably need one of those credit card things or something. I don't quite know how that stuff works yet. My dad tends to pay for most things for me.
Oh, a credit card I've got. Or, well, Chase's credit card I've got.
Oh, right.
Okay, well, I didn't really answer my question, but thanks anyway.
Yeah, sorry, I'm not very good with that stuff.
No problem.
So we turn the page from that. And the final scene. Oops. Yeah.
Didn't get an answer.
He did. Nope. So never mind. The ruins of that destroyed conference room.
Ooh.
And around there are some people that the readers will recognize and some that they won't. Standing at the underneath the blue moon symbol is, of course, the lady in black. Underneath the tree is the old hermity man.
Mm-hmm.
Underneath the pentagram is a shadowed figure who we'll see in the next panel. There are two other individuals there as well. One is a man in a tattered brown cloak who appears to be wearing bone armor with 4 bone-like tentacles coming off the back of it. And the last one is somebody who is in a full suit with a large metal mask. The best description I can give is kind of looks like Dr. Fate from.
Ooh. It's a cool design.
Mm-hmm. And they're all around this table. And the shadowed figure speaks. And he goes, not the way we were planning on all of this happening. But the good news is that with a little more fine-tuning, the serum will work. Even better is it works on something complete. At this point, Lady Luna speaks up. We didn't get everything we wanted, because had we been able to get them to agree to join us, we would have had a presence in the city that was a lot easier to keep under wraps. But the research that they provided is very well. And soon, once everything has been perfected, we can enact the next phase of our plan. And the Hermit and the Dr. Fate analog and then we turn the page, and the last page is the guy from the shadows. And the first thing we see is we see him talking first. And then it's, that is true. The only thing we have left to do is ensure that anyone who might be able to identify anything keeps quiet. And the last page panel we get is that shadowed individual stepping out, and it's Lord Tiberius. So thank you all very much for. This has been Bay City Chronicles Presents Next Gen, and Uncanny Valley Part 2. On behalf of Crimson Abix, Chameleon Ice, Norastra, and OPT Lawyer, I am TGE, reminding everybody to, of course, as always, keep hailing.